Now, is there a split between you and Poodie?
No, Poodie, that's my family.
Yeah.
It's just, I have something going on outside of that.
Gotcha.
Everybody's still everybody though. I don't give a fuck about that list.
Why not?
Cause it's just a list. And everybody act like bitches over their list. Everybody feel like they somebody in Detroit, even when they nobodies.
Gotcha.
If they meet an artist or take a picture with an artist, they feel like they special, or they somebody, or they brought this to Detroit, or they did this. Or if they do a song with an artist that they pay the artist to do, that they somebody, or they play their music in the club, people feel like they're somebody. Detroit got a problem with everybody thinking you do anything, they're somebody.
All right, yo, what up, though? Hey, Nique, we back, man.
Yep.
Gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the second Gatekeeper list ever from Detroit 3 years later, man. What you think about the list?
I don't give a fuck about that list.
Why not?
Because it's just a list. And everybody act like bitches over their list.
But I understand because it's like the greatest list that ever came out.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's a list.
What list was better?
I don't know. I'm not really a list person. Lists don't make you money.
You know?
Lists don't make you money. So I don't know why everybody's acting like bitches and hoes over their list.
Who was acting? What was happening there?
Everybody, there's just a lot of niggas that was tender about their list. Niggas really upset about a list. A man made a list that everybody could have made a list.
Yeah.
Anybody could have made a list.
Why do you feel like people get upset? Is it because they see the people that's on it and they feel like they should be included in that class?
I don't know. Everybody feel like they somebody in Detroit, even when they nobodies.
Got you.
If they meet an artist or take a picture with an artist, they feel like they special, or they somebody, or they brought this to Detroit, or they did this. Or if they do a song with an artist that they pay the artist to do, that they somebody, or they play their music in the club, people feel like they're somebody. Detroit got a problem with everybody thinking you do anything, they're somebody.
Do gatekeepers actually exist in Detroit, though?
I mean, yeah, it's people that you fuck around with that you got to go see about that's real productive in Detroit.
Got you. Now, you got somebody here with you, man. Introduce who we have next to you.
This Chuck, engineer. That's our engineer.
Okay, Chuck.
One of the most important parts of the operation.
Chuck, how it feel, man, to be an engineer in one of the biggest entities in the city?
It's great. It's a challenge, a lot of hard work.
Now, are you the only engineer or are you the lead engineer?
I'm pretty much the only engineer.
So you working?
Yeah, I'm working.
Oh, man. Not to get in your business, but are you married?
Yeah.
So you got to spend a lot of time, because rappers late nights.
Yeah.
do your wife ever get mad? Because they always think it's just always a bunch of women in the studios throwing ass.
No, she good.
She good?
Yeah, she good with it.
Got you. Now, when it comes to engineering, man, like what's your, what do you use? What platform? Logic?
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Why Pro Tools over everything else?
That's what I learned on. That's the industry standard, moving files back and forth through different studios. Everyone uses Pro Tools, so it keeps everything easy.
Yeah. Now, a lot of engineers will freelance or open up their own studio. Like, man, what made you partner up and join with the Circle?
I have my own studio too, and then a few of the buildings I've been in, actually Nique's been in too, and I run into his artists over the past few years, and it just so happened that we linked up at the studio downtown, and ever since I worked with his artists there, it's been developed a relationship. So made me want to just keep working.
Got you. Now you a native here from Detroit as well?
Yeah.
Got you.
You dropping it low?
Now, Nique.
This nigga crazy.
Last time I interviewed you, I made a mistake and called you TF Certified Nique.
Yeah.
What happened to TF and now YT the Circle now?
It's still the same thing. It's just the Circle. It's still the same thing though. It's just all my guys, they all the Circle. They not under TF.
Okay, so what's under TF? Like what's the
all the original artists, band gang,
got you.
Things of that nature. All those guys.
Now, is there a split between you and Poodie?
No, Poodie, that's my family.
Yeah.
It's just I have something going on outside of that.
Gotcha.
Everybody's still everybody though. It ain't nothing like that.
Got you. So when it comes to
Me and Poodie still together. Like that's my family. We gonna always be together some way, shape, or form.
Got you. For sure. Now in the culture of hip hop, man, like
maybe that's why they don't like us.
Explain it.
I don't know. People just don't like me and him.
I mean, I never met Poodie, so I don't know.
Yeah, you never gonna really see him.
Yeah, he kind of low key.
He like Slim.
You baby.
Yeah, no, I'm not baby neither though. But no, I ain't. No, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not baby neither. But if you had to do a comparison, it's like I'd rather be like you probably said like Coach K and P.
Gotcha.
But that's kind of like I ain't gonna speak on that either. But yeah, like you would say something like that. He's never seen for. I'm always the one outside.
If y'all had something so big going on, because, you know, Band Gang, shout out to them guys. I got a chance to meet Lonnie when he came to my studio in Dallas. And shout out to Ice Burgundy. If y'all having such a big run with such big names on that side, why even branch off and create something on your own if you already had something going so well?
I mean, that's because you gotta, I'm a firm believer of giving young people opportunity. Like, the family, like, everybody it's like, it ain't just the circle, it's other companies up under TF2. It's just like, you gotta give people their opportunity to do their stuff on their own too. That's like, even with me, like, JC has his own label under me as well. We all have our own situation, but JC is the president of the circle. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their own shit, like, Lil Cash is the Green Light Boys. Prel is Hand to Hand. Tommy is Remain Real. So everybody got their own things under the umbrella. You want everybody to be their own bosses at the end of the day.
Now, what I noticed that what you still kept going alive that y'all created with the TF is still the whole East Side, West Side connection.
Yeah.
Why was that important to keep doing that and not instead of staying on the East from where you from?
I mean, I be everywhere. So I don't really, that East Side, West Side shit is really overrated to me. I don't really, like, if you a scary nigga, you want to go to the East. If you a scary nigga, you want to go to the West. I'm going to go wherever I want to go. So I feel like helping people is helping people. I don't care where you from. That's why I got artists in different states and different cities. My artist is not based out of Detroit. I'm not just a Detroit-based company.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
In this world and in this space, which one is more important, to be feared or to be respected?
Respected. Scary nigga kill you. I just want to be respected. I'm going to be respected.
Because you walk around, and like I said in another interview, sometimes we get a glimpse of a side that seems real silly and like have fun, but then it's another side of you that seems real just uptight, like it hurt to smile.
No, it don't hurt to smile. I just hate bitch ass shit. It ain't... around my people, it's cool.
Yeah.
I just don't have to be friendly with people I don't know.
Gotcha.
I ain't trying to make no friends. I'm a loner, so I don't have to be around nobody. I'm cool with being by myself all the time. When I'm not doing music, I'm by myself. I don't be with a bunch of niggas or none of that. I'm alone all the time.
What is it a threat? What threat is it to be around a bunch of people? Like what makes you so introverted?
Just because being around a bunch of niggas don't mean nothing. You got to be confident in yourself to be by yourself. It ain't really like being around a bunch of niggas don't solidify or mean nothing.
Yeah.
You could be with a million niggas and be a bunch of hoe ass niggas. You could be around 3 niggas and y'all all solid. You just know your personnel, what you come with.
How does a person know if he a hoe ass nigga? Like what's that definition to you?
How do they know they a hoe ass nigga?
Like if a person who may not know if they think they solid but may be really a hoe ass
solid niggas know they hoe ass niggas. Fake niggas know they hoe ass niggas. They just say it out loud because it sound good.
Gotcha.
They trying to promote themselves to somebody else that don't know them. But a bitch ass nigga or a hoe ass nigga know they ain't solid. They just say it.
What's your definition of solid?
It's doing right. Standing on business. Doing right by your people. Being a stand-up guy. Even if you make mistakes, there ain't nobody perfect, but you got to do what you say, mean what you say.
So is Gunna a stand-up guy?
What type of shit is that?
I mean, you said sometimes people make mistakes.
That ain't no mistake. You can't. You be good. You be good with your shit. I don't always say you do it every time. I'm cool with that. I don't really care, but he a snitch. He had one of the best albums though. I can't even knock the nigga. I ain't no fake nigga.
He dropped that bread and butter. And that single great, that album.
Not that the body of work was actually a good body of work but he's a snitch. But you can't really support a rat. But
so do you not? Now that you went through the album, and you heard his dope. Do you no more plays?
I haven't listened to it since then. I can't even lie. I haven't listened to it no more.
But you had to go listen to it once.
Yeah,
just the curiosity of it.
Yeah, I just want to see his temperament because of the situation. Because he ain't said nothing since he came home.
So what if
I want to see how he defended his ratism.
So if Thug came out and he said, "Hey, I don't look at him as a rat,"
Thug ain't gonna say that. He can't even say nothing about it. Period. Right now.
Yeah.
That's if you come out and say right now that Gunna is a rat, then that means what he said about him was true. So how you gonna defend his case if he come out and say Gunna is a rat and he's fighting a case in jail? He can't say nothing about it. But he know boy ain't right. Boy know he ain't right. It just look good. Trying to save face. You can't make a mistake and say and tell him a nigga.
Yeah. A lot of people look at labels as a pseudo label / gang.
White people?
Yeah. How do a person separate, like, so that they don't get confused? Because anytime they see a bunch of black people together with chains, you say it's a business, they're claiming it's a gang. So how do you separate? How do a person get rid of that notion that my legitimate business of black people isn't a gang?
It's how you operate it. We don't help it. We don't help how it works, how it looks. We don't help the cause of how they look at us. It's the way you structure it, the way you operate.
Yeah.
If you operate it and as such, then they gonna look at you like that, and they not gonna look at you as a corporation or a company or anything else.
Yeah.
Especially young black men with money.
Someone put you in a scenario. You ride in a car. And, well, this is the Young Thug Gunna situation. They ride in a car. Police pull them over. Something was in the car. Is it right for the person to let him and his artist, which is his legitimate bag, both go to jail to try to sit it out, hoping that the artist don't fold? Or should the person just be like, hey, that's mine, so that way my artist not put in a situation?
Who's to say it wasn't the artist's stuff? We don't know whose it was.
Well, let's just say hypothetically it wasn't the artist.
Oh, so say it was him.
Yeah. If it was Thug stuff in the car, it had nothing to do with Gunna. Gunna was just riding, they got pulled over. Should Thug just been like, hey, this is mine?
All that shit's circumstantial.
Yeah.
If Gunna got 2 strikes and he out on federal bond, well, he can't even be around a gun if he on federal, if he got a Fed case anyway, but if a nigga already a felon and that's his, and they own it, and he get caught with a gun or something, he through, then, and you ain't got nothing, you supposed to take that. You should take that. But if y'all street niggas and y'all know what y'all both getting, you know, you get in the car with a nigga, you know.
Yeah.
Like some people too, like I can't ride in the car with a gun. All right, don't get in the car with me.
Yeah.
Or a nigga say, you know what I'm saying, we both get in this car, you know we got shit going on, we ride with guns, so it's ours. It ain't ours, because we ain't none of us gonna say nothing. Can't put a gun on y'all, they can't arrest everybody for one gun.
Yeah.
Everybody can't go down and catch a charge for one gun.
So what do you think made Gunna fold? Why couldn't he be quiet?
That time. That money, that time without that money. The bread and butter, huh?
Yeah. Do everybody who go in to a situation like they in, when a chance to tell come up, do everybody think about and contemplate it? Do you think everybody run through their head like, should I take that offer? Even though they may not act on it and take their time, do you think they sometimes sit like, man?
What? Do you think a nigga, like, any who catch a case, asks, should they tell on somebody in their brain? Yeah,
like, so let's say a person a group of people get taken down, right? They in the interrogation room. A plea or offer is offered to one person to tell on these people and he can get away. Before he make his decision whether to tell or just stay silent, do you think he weigh the punishment of snitching versus staying silent? Do he consider snitching for a moment even though he stays silent?
He gonna tell eventually. If it ain't on that case, it's gonna be on something else. If you gotta contemplate on telling on the nigga, you gonna tell.
Gotcha.
It's just when the situation works bad enough for you to tell on a nigga. If you can sit there contemplating on if you should keep it a bean or tell on the nigga, then eventually, if it's not this case or something else, you're gonna tell on the nigga.
How do you keep your artists grounded? So many individuals living so many different lives, and all of them coming to one spot. It can all impact you. How do you handle that?
Say it again.
So here it is. You got so many artists that got their own separate lives. They out doing their own thing, and they all come to a one location with you. How do you handle? Because you could get caught in any crossfire of whatever anybody got going on. How do you deal with that? The dangers of hip hop, and so many people can be having their hands in the streets.
I don't know. I'm a street nigga first before I was ever doing music. You know what I'm saying? So I stand on principles. In the city, people know who I am. So,
Yeah.
I mean, anything happens in life, ain't nobody bulletproof, but
Yeah.
certain people will come with fucking with certain people. You know what I'm saying? And, like, artists are grown men. Everybody fuck their own bitches. Everybody get their own money. Everybody go home to where they go home to or do what they want to do. So, in music, it's gonna be problems. It's either you remove yourself from the problem or you just there doing what you're supposed to do as a businessman. It's a business for me.
Is it the same problem from all genres?
No, rap is the only issue where it's like dangerous. But all my artists, like, everybody around me is family. So
Yeah.
I'm not I don't backdoor my family. I don't do no whole shit to nobody around me. Anybody will tell you that. I don't play like that.
What's the definition of a street nigga?
It just depends on what you want to look at it as from your point of view. Street nigga is you live by street principles.
What percentage of people claim to be street niggas that don't actually live by the principles?
75%.
Yeah. So the odds is being a real nigga in the streets. The odds isn't in your favor.
The streets don't exist no more. Ain't no streets no more. Yeah, there is no streets no more.
So what is it now? What replaced it?
Social media and telling.
Has it telling always went on though?
Yeah, but now it's cool to tell, and it's respectable. It's accepted.
Especially if you drop another good album after you do it.
And not even just in music, just people, period. People just be like on some, if he ain't tell on me, it's okay. Or I don't know him, so it's all good. Usually, when I was coming up, you used to get your head bust for telling. Or you used to be outed or might get murdered.
Yeah.
Nah, niggas just be like, turn the other cheek, it ain't me, stop hanging around and hang with them, do shit with them. I'm not endorsing no tellers. I can't be around nobody that tell.
So when you see these people like 1090 Jake pop up,
who's that?
1090 Jake is a white dude out in Boston. And what 1090 Jake does is he pull up paperwork on people.
On people?
And have a whole little show about this person is a snitch.
Damn.
This is his paperwork.
I ain't here.
Well, what do you think of platforms like that?
That's a good platform. Cause all these niggas cause you exploiting the culture.
Yeah.
You saying you this kind of guy and you making money off people who live by that, actually living it. Like, a lot of artists in here, like, niggas got street shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, whether they hustle or however they get their money, they come from shit. Niggas done got shot, niggas done got robbed, niggas done sold dope, niggas doing what they do to feed their family, whatever they may be. So you coming from that and you make it and you promoting that, because niggas don't understand when you rapping and doing music to kids, the generations or niggas that's in the streets, you're glorifying that. You're making money off that, off niggas' struggle, because that's what everybody feel like. That's why people root for people, because they're coming from the struggle. So if they feel like you're not coming from where we come from and you making money off of it and you're the opposite of that, then that's a problem.
Is there an interview process? Because like you said, everybody can have their own street shit going on.
That's why Eminem was so accepted. Because he didn't try to make money off of a struggle, of black people's struggle, as far as he never said he was a street nigga. He was killing niggas. He was doing this. He rapped about what he rapped about.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to be something he wasn't. So if Eminem would have told on a nigga, Eminem would have just told on a nigga. It wouldn't have been I couldn't get mad at Eminem for telling on a nigga, because his principles wasn't made off, his music wasn't made off of, capitalizing off of, I'm this person. And everybody that listened to him didn't follow that. You know what I'm saying? So people like certain big rappers, that's in minorities and from the hood and niggas listening to them and believing in them, some of these niggas are heroes to some niggas.
Yeah.
And they go do that shit. That's why the drugs and all this shit going on rappers, because everybody hear rapper do drugs or do this, niggas go do it.
Do you get your artist security?
Nah.
Or they roll with homeboy security?
I'm not really a fan of hanging with. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really a big advocate of being with 1,000 niggas.
Yeah.
Like, you be with who you be with. If it go like that, you got to deal with that with who you with. You can have security, but you paying a nigga $100 an hour or $200 a night. He ain't about to take no bullet for you.
Yeah.
A nigga gonna get like, he gonna fly and split like any other nigga that them bitches get to going.
But isn't it like the idea of having good security is because they're they're supposed to be proactive, not reactive. They're supposed to be able to see situation, de-escalate, or react before something happens.
I don't know. Because like a lot of security here, they security for a lot of artists here. It's not, our music, it's a lot of artists here.
Yeah.
So a lot of security here is secure for a lot of artists here. So a lot of the same artists. So that's like if he got a problem with this artist, but he's secure for him, and then he might not hire him today to secure for him, but he's secure for the nigga he got a problem with. So if they see each other in the same space, then what happens?
Got you. Because he compromised because it's two clients.
He deal with both parties. So what do you do as a security guard if you around both of these artists and you get money from both of these artists and these artists don't deal with each other and they clash? As a security guard, how do you do this?
That's real.
Just as a guard in this,
How?
you gotta understand
How? If a nigga,
that person.
if you see a nigga that shot at you, you can't tell me what he can do.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care how much a nigga pay you, how much your relationship is with them. If you see a nigga that shot you or shot somebody that you have love for, and y'all done bumped into each other in the same spot, what can a security guard tell you? He gonna be like, nigga, you work for me.
At that point, that guard should tell me that person be in that area.
A guard can't tell you, I'm paying you, you can't tell me where I can go or not go.
I can understand that.
You can't tell me where to go, I'm paying you. You're gonna go wherever I tell you to go.
Yeah. Do rappers tend to try to use security like gang members instead of just allowing them to secure? Like using security as muscle to beat down on other people versus just using them as keeping people away. A buffer.
I ain't never seen, like here, I ain't never really seen no security, like rappers use security to whoop on nobody, like on some shit like that. I ain't never really peeped that like that. I just feel like it's just a conflict of interest a lot of times with a lot of security with shit like that. It just gets sticky. I'm not just a fan like of 1,000 niggas with me, or like just having a lot of security.
When you see people like that you care about that's affiliated with you, like for example, can you be from Detroit and be part of the street and not been shot at any point in time?
Huh?
Can you be from Detroit and be in the streets and not be shot at? Like, is anybody that been unscathed? Do you know any stories of street niggas that went unscathed that never been shot at, never went to jail?
I don't know, but I don't think like if you get shot at or if you get shot at, robbed or go to jail, I don't think that like you just the ultimate street nigga. It's just like you're in a bad spot.
Damn. But the internet, when you survive,
like I don't think like that. Like you get like it's like a report card. Like it's like like that happened. This make you the ultimate street nigga. It's like you try to avoid, no matter what you are as a person, you try to avoid the worst outcomes and circumstances that you could possibly be.
So when you see like artists get shot or people get shot and they survive and in the hospital and they start playing that song, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And
that's a real song?
Yeah, I think so. Ain't it? Yeah. When they playing that song in the hospital bed right after surviving being shot.
That's trolling.
What you think about trolls? Because they exist.
Do trolling exist?
No, I'm saying what you think about people that troll on the internet?
I don't believe in that.
Why not?
Because what you trolling for? You
Likes,
plan on
views.
doing something? You plan on doing something?
Some people troll for likes and views.
I'm
Clicks.
saying, if you trolling though, are you planning? What kind of situation is it?
Like they said, one dude survived and he trolling his ops, I guess whoever shot him down, he laughing at him like, I'm still alive.
So do he plan on doing something?
Shit. Let's say he do.
So why you trolling?
So you think people who troll are people who just not planning on doing it?
That's a paper trail.
Insurance.
I mean, that's like you letting the police do their job. I mean, you doing the police job for them. Because if you trolling a nigga and the nigga done shot you, now you damn near giving up, but the nigga done popped you.
Yeah.
Now they get to looking at the niggas you talking about. Now they get to going back and doing their homework. Now they all whole little situations out there for them to do their job. So if you go do something to the nigga, or if you don't do something to him and something happened to him, they gonna come look at you. They gonna pick you up, even if you didn't do it.
Yeah. So when you see artists beef online, like the IG live rants, like somebody get killed, and you will see a group of guys be like, "Oh yeah, I heard one of your niggas is dead. Pick your nigga up." Yeah, nigga. And you know, and they in the comments arguing about somebody that just got slid on. Like, how do you feel about that shit?
I don't believe in none of that shit. That's like some new generation shit. Like,
So the streets for the new generation, even though you said don't exist, but the streets for the younger generation look at it as part of the internet.
That's why so many RICO cases now. That's why so many RICO cases, because they compile so much evidence from you being online and doing all this shit, and you can break down who don't like who hang with who shot who, he hang with who. So now all they gotta do is go back and trace over all this internet shit, and then they got a whole case. They build a whole case.
Yeah.
They see you with him. They see what y'all had on that day. He go pop a nigga. You can't see his face, but you can see he had the same clothes on. He was in the back of the nigga live. He's just screaming and yelling. Like, that's why everybody get on these RICO cases.
Do you think it's even hard to get away with crimes anyway now? With just technology?
Nah.
Everything?
Nah, it ain't that hard.
It ain't that hard? Is you think it's city to city, or just here in Detroit it's not hard?
Nah, different cities is like, it's like certain spots is easier than others.
Got you.
But I mean, crime is crime. America ain't gonna never not have no crime. As long as they make guns and things for people to want to have, there's gonna be crime.
Now we touched the subject off
like
camera.
out there where you
My
at,
bad. Dallas,
Texas. Period. Y'all, they wild in the bitch out there.
certain areas. Yeah, Fort Worth.
Yeah, they out there robbing and popping the fuck out of niggas. A few of my homeboys just got robbed in Houston and shot in Houston a few times.
Damn.
They like y'all. Texas is like that.
I don't be in the hood, bro. I be in the suburbs.
Nah, they like, I ain't gonna really speak on it because there's some real situations that.
No, I get it. I guess my sign of safety is if I see white women jogging, then I know this area is safe. Because white women are the most protected creature on God earth. So if I see her jogging at nighttime, I'll be like, I'm good. That's my sign that this neighborhood is safe.
You think so?
White men will not let white women jog in spaces where bullshit go down. And you got to hang around Trump supporters because they swear they the police.
Yeah, they working.
Yeah, so yeah, that'd be cool. I know where I be at. You can't catch me in the hood. I tell niggas in Texas, they be like, come to Oak Cliff, South Dallas. I was like, nigga, if I was supposed to die, I'm supposed to die in Detroit. In my hood, nigga, not here. So now I be bougie. Joy Road. I graduated Cody in 02. Yeah, damn, don't say that. It's that old. Yeah. 22? Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just like, trolling is just like, I don't get it. Because what are you doing it for? Like, you're not getting no money out of this. There is no success out of this. There's nothing but jail.
Currency, likes and comments is the new currency.
What you want to like? I mean, you ain't get, what you liking it for? Or what like doing for you at the end of the day?
That's what I be trying to figure out. Some people that vanity is just that much to count and say, look how many likes I got, look how many people comment and they laugh. That's enough payment for some people to do bullshit.
That's real superficial.
Is that not the world we in? Quick question. We talked about this off camera about artificial intelligence. And it's here. AI is here. You're a label owner. And AI will allow people to now skip the whole human experience and be able to mass produce beats and content at speeds and volumes that humans can't do. How do you feel about the future of AI and infiltrating the music space?
I think it's bad for music. I think it's bad for minorities. I think it's bad for entrepreneur trying to grow. A lot of upstart, and it's not. I don't think it's good.
Do you care? Is it because you care more for the people and helping people than stacking your pockets? Because I mean, if you about money, you just cut everybody out.
Yeah, but how can you build a bridge if you ain't got nobody to build it?
Well, the AI build you a good bridge.
It'll build me a bridge. It ain't gonna build nobody else a bridge.
Well, what if they got access to AI too?
Young minorities ain't got access to AI. And I don't care how much money you get. You eventually you're gonna start looking like food to people who can't get no food.
Gotcha. Now, is there an element of AI, like you got your engineer here, you got your artist here, is there any element of AI that you would incorporate with what you already have, using it as a tool?
I mean, certain things you can do, but I don't feel like fully having AI and making rappers and producers out of it. That takes away from all the young people who does that.
Yeah.
And people who growing and trying to do that. If you have that, then you don't need to create nobody. You just use robots.
Gotcha.
So that's bad for minority because a lot of minorities, that's their way out.
Gotcha.
So they don't have that. Then what? What they turn to?
The streets.
We got enough of that. That's why, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know what the streets really look like. They don't know. There is no code for the generational streets. They just know to kill, rob, or do shit, likes, and do bullshit, get high.
That's real.
They ain't learning nothing.
Now, you have your engineer here with you. Like, how important is he to the function of the circle itself?
He's very important. He's too important.
Too important. I mean, he got too much power.
Yeah, gotta lesson him a little bit. Gotta pull some shit back from him because he's starting to take advantage of it.
What's some stuff he do? Like, I don't get a new chair, I'm not coming into work.
Yeah, he just get to doing little shit that just like, I can do it because I'm Chuck type shit. Like, then he give you this little dumb thing, like, what? I'm just the engineer. Like, that shit. Like, but he's a good guy though, but he's a real piece of work. That's for sure.
In the working right now, man, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like, he a subtle sneak disser. Like,
he throw slugs.
Yeah, he like a subtle sneak disser. Like, but he's very important to what we got going on. That's how you know when a nigga know that, they start creating their own hours and shit like that.
Hey.
That's how you know when a nigga feel like he just too important. Like, niggas start creating their own hours. Like, I'm only working from here to here. Like, you be like, fuck, did that come about? Like,
how you think he'll handle it if he walked in one day and it was a new engineer sitting?
He would be like, he'd play it off like, hell, I mean, what am I gonna do? But inside, he not gonna outright say it. He'll sneak dish you and say it. Like, he'll say something in the midst of it. He's not gonna really just outright say it. He's not confrontational.
Do you call that passive aggressive?
No, it's just funny. It's like, it's a Chuck thing.
Got you.
Like, you just gotta know, you just gotta know him. I know him. I've been dealing with him for a while. I know him. So he's not gonna directly say it, but he's gonna show it. You're gonna know he feels some type of way.
Yeah.
He's just gonna give you this little quirky little thing he got going on.
Is it, when it comes to the content space and doing interviews, is it unethical for interviewers such as myself to bring up street shit in interviews?
I don't think. No, it's just doing homework. You gotta ask. First of all, y'all do this to get clickbait.
Yeah.
So y'all asking all the shit that y'all feel like can get y'all clicks and views and, you know what I'm saying, make y'all a bigger platform than y'all are. So
yeah,
you gotta expect bullshitting questions sometimes. You gotta expect to get put in different little spots because you're gonna get certain shit from people because this is y'all job. Like, y'all job is to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. Did you ever feel uncomfortable in any of our interviews?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So you've never been uncomfortable. What's some things that make you uncomfortable?
Snitchers.
That's cool. Is a snitch a person when you see paperwork? Or is a snitch just somebody label a snitch by calling them a snitch?
Nah, you can't really see, people call people snitches, right? And people be like, well, this is crazy. I just had a conversation with one of my artists about this yesterday about shit like that. Paperwork that's the ultimate form of snitch. Mm-hmm. If a nigga tell on a nigga, like, you gotta have proof that a nigga told on a nigga.
Yeah.
You can't really just say he told on a nigga. But like certain shit, like niggas be like, you see a nigga go to jail 18 times and never go to prison and he get caught all type of shit. And he like, man, that nigga gotta told on somebody. He had to tell. Like, then it's be like, okay, this nigga just a habitual line crosser. Like, he's just habitual get out of jail free card. Like, he got caught with all type of shit, 3 guns, like, and then he go get caught with some dope or something, and then he's just out on bond. Like, how many bonds can you get?
What do you do keep your mind calm and at peace for yourself? You're a loner. What do you do to clear your head? Because you do got so much going on, so many things going on around you. Like, what takes you to your peace space? Because I see you hoop a lot.
Yeah, hooping. It used to be music, but now I'm part of music, so that's a stressor now. It's not really a relief.
Gotcha.
That used to be like my number one thing to do.
Are you a meditator? Are you believe in like therapy? Do you anything like that?
Hell no.
No.
I just keep shit to myself, keep it moving.
Yeah.
What you talking about it for?
You think a man that show emotion or talk about the things he's going through, is that a sign of weakness?
No, I don't think it's a sign of weakness or none of that. It's just like your personnel. It's just you as a person.
Yeah.
I just believe that people don't care about shit that much, that people just want to be nosy. They don't care to help you or really care that you go through shit. They just want to be nosy and be in your business so they can go spread a rumor. Do
you hate the public space of being in music like that is tend to highlight everything that you're doing? Like once people know you and you're a mogul, you're a celebrity, you're a boss, everything that you do becomes under scrutiny. Do you hate that aspect of it?
Yeah, I'm quiet. I don't really like people knowing me or nothing like that.
What's the message that you want to put out to the city that you would want to be heard about the movement of the circle and what y'all got coming?
I just feel like I got the collective of the most talented people in the city. No shade on nobody else.
Gotcha.
I feel like I'm more than confident. I'll put them up against anybody.
Gotcha.
And I mean it. Even though they get on my fucking nerves, I'll put them up against anybody. And everybody ain't even here, but I'll put them up against anybody. With no, not a sweat, no worry, no. I might not. I'm 1,000% confident.
Yeah.
In them guys.
Well,
from the producers to every artist.
Well, I tell you what, man, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to sit down with your camp, man. You sitting down with me again. I mean, it's just plenty of media outlets here that y'all could have went and sat down with and kicked it with. They had interviews, bro, and
they be kind of they be like, they don't really be like, you know.
I got a little advantage because if I get scared, I try to get to the airport as fast as I can. They gotta live here.
And then a lot of some kind of different outlets, they be trying to, they be in their own, they be trying to venture off into my lane or like doing other shit too outside of just interviews and all that. So it's like they make us their competitor.
Like who? Well, give me an example.
I don't gotta say their names though. You gotta pay me to start saying niggas' names.
I'm trying to think of who. What other platform?
There's plenty of everybody do music now. Either they rapping or they getting artists or.
So like we know Joe McFashion rap and got a platform.
Yeah, Joe been rapping for a while.
Yeah.
Since he stopped doing artists.
Lando.
Excuse me.
They had the blog and then got.
And I don't have no issue with Joe McFashion, so people can know that I don't have an issue with him.
People thought you did?
People really think that. I think he think that still. I don't have no issue with that.
Still, so something.
It was some shit about some long time ago shit. It wasn't really me. People don't never really have an issue with me. They be having issues with people around me. And I just take on their issue because I'm me.
Gotcha.
So people be feeling some type of way. They don't like somebody that's like, they don't like him, then they feel like I hate them too or shit like that.
Gotcha.
It was never no direct, me and him never had a direct issue or nothing like that. I never really had a direct issue in music.
Yeah.
Like that niggas did something I ain't like and I spoke on it and got on their ass about it, but I never really had an issue in music.
Gotcha.
Like with a direct person or nothing like that.
Well, I tell you what, man, I learned something every new.
Huh?
I said I learned something new every time I sit down with you.
Nah.
So what I'm saying, because the last time when we sat down and after that we talked, I didn't know you was into the movies, into the film side of things.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that at the time, no.
Yeah.
But then when you brought that up, so kind of talk about that, or is that something you're still very active in doing?
I got 2 movies that's coming up. I don't really like, it's just like something to do.
Gotcha. It's like, are you Shark Tanking and shit? Like somebody come to an idea and you be like, you either fund it or say I'm out. Is that kind of how you approach the film and other projects?
Say it again?
Like on Shark Tank. You ever watch the show?
No, I never watched it.
Oh, well,
But
people,
Mark Cuban owned it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I never watched it, though.
people just come and pitch a product, and the Sharks, Mark Cuban, them decide if they're going to invest in it or not. When it comes to the movies and things like that, are you really that hands-on, or somebody come to you with a good script, and you decide whether or not if you're going to fund that project or not?
I'm hands-on whatever I do.
Gotcha.
If I can't be hands-on with it, I don't want to do it. Because 9 times out of 10, whatever success I get is going to help somebody around me. So if it's not going to directly help me or nobody around me, I don't really want to do it. It might taint it if it's not right.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to just do anything just to do it. I'm not clout chasing. I don't care. I like being in my own bubble.
Gotcha.
Whether I'm in one of my studios or just with my people. I'm not really like one of them people. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't care about fame or none of that shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have the money.
Well, I tell you what, man, I appreciate you sitting with me and you invite me to your space, man. Shout out to y'all and everything y'all doing, man. And you already know, man, you ever need me, hit me up.
I need you.
Hey, man. Depending on what it is.
No, you can't say that. You said whatever, so
Yeah, I take it back.
Jump in the car. You gotta jump in this car.
I renege.
Dog.
Until we meet again.